Hey guys, it's Liz. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my freshman art portfolio. A little background, I'm going to be a sophomore at VCUarts studying fashion design. And a little bit about VCUarts, it's a 4-year art school connected to VCU. And if you want to be in one of these majors, you are going to go into what's called AFO, which is it's for your freshman year, and you're going to go through 4 studios, which is drawing, space, which is 3D design, surface, which is 2D design, and time, which is like digital work. And with your freshman year, you create a portfolio, and with that portfolio, you submit it to the department that you want to be accepted to. So for me, I submitted my portfolio to fashion design, but then I also had to submit it to 2 other departments, which is textiles and sculpture, because you have to have 3 choices, and the goal is to get into your first choice. And I'm so happy I got into my first choice, which was fashion design. So anyway, I'm going to be showing you some of the works that I did submit into my portfolio, and just other works that I made that didn't make it into portfolio. So if you are interested, keep on watching. So I'm going to show you a couple of drawings that I made. If I'm also looking this way, my laptop's here, so that's why I'm facing this way. Alright, so this is a self-portrait sketch that I did for drawing. We had to do it all in pen, which was a little intimidating since I wanted to draw in pencil, but we couldn't. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Here's another one. This one's a slightly better. Throughout this, I was progressing a lot more. I think I submitted this one though, and this one. This is another one. My professor started because I think he liked how I did like the cross-hatching, because with the self-portraits and just our drawings in general in our sketchbooks, we had like a certain thing he wanted us to focus on, and for the portraits he wanted us to focus on like cross-hatching. So that is that. This was a figure drawing, kind of a figure drawing we did from observation, and it's on charcoal, and I think this took us 3 hours to do, which was grueling because you're sitting in the dark drawing and you just want to sleep, because I had a late night class. And yeah, but here you go, this is that. I'm actually really happy how this turned out, because I was really intimidated going in, because I don't know, the thing about observation drawings I find is really hard, because you worry about it not looking like it, and I think that's one of the things you have to not worry about, is it not looking like the thing it's supposed to be. You just have to go for it. That was a little tangent. These are just a couple gesture drawings I did. They were probably like 10 seconds or 5 seconds to do, because they're just quick. They're super quick. This is a portrait that we did from a live model. For me, it's actually okay, because I'm not the best at observational drawing. It's not my strongest suit. I'd like to become better, but you know, this was just a progression. A lot of the things I did submit for my portfolio happened from what I did first semester and a little bit of second semester, because they're due in March. So this is one of the things that I did submit. I'm going to show some of my 3D designs that I made. So this one is probably my favorite that I made, because it had to do with clothing. And so the assignment was make a garment out of unconventional material. And so I created a jumpsuit using vinyl and like carpet material, which is really fun. It's kind of a struggle to make at first, but it executed really well. My friend Christy is modeling it for me. So I did submit this. Of course I did submit this so I could show just like a little dabble into fashion. And then, I know how to sew. So yeah, this is one of my favorite one. And then with that garment, we actually had to create a space that was somewhat connected to it. And so I created this this transparent environment out of plexiglass. And then I had to Photoshop myself wearing the garment into it. And this was really interesting because this one I learned how to use Photoshop a lot more with the whole green screen application and playing around with lighting, making sure it looked like I wasn't just pasted into there. And I think it looked better once it was printed out. It looked really good, in my opinion. But my professor liked it, and I thought it was fun getting the different dollhouse materials. So yeah, actually this is taken outside, so there's snow, which kind of ruins the perspective. But I thought it was interesting because with the garment and the room, I was playing with the idea of having no privacy, because literally it's see-through, so you're not fully covered, you're mostly exposed, so you can't hide anything. Space, my 3D design was this wood project, and this was the first major project that I made. It was really intimidating because I had no idea how to work any power tools, but you learn, and it was fun. This had to be 5 feet tall or 5'2" because it had to be based off your height, but then it also had to fit through the door. And so what I did instead was I just made it come off, so I just built it the day of. I made everything separate and then put it together the day of our crit. And actually, I made a vlog making the little squiggly thing. I'll put in the cards, so that was me making it. And it's funny, the process that it took to make this was that we had to take a walk, and from the walk we had to make a wire sculpture from our feelings and how we felt through it. And then from the wire sculpture we had to make a drawing, a schematic drawing with measurements of everything that would then become the wood. It was a lot, but it was exciting. And on the triangle there are drops. They're supposed to look like raindrops because it was raining when I took my walk, so I put it there, and it has this very sad vibe that was unintentional, but yeah, that was that. The next piece I made was for my 2D design class for Surface, and we had to make a project that was just all lines. We couldn't color anything in. So where you see the black triangles, that used to just be more of these squiggles, and it looked really bad. I'm not gonna lie, it did not look good. And then after crit, I talked to my professor, and he said that I should definitely ink these before submitting it to my portfolio, because I did put this into my portfolio as well. And so yeah, making these squiggles was so fun, but then it got really painful when I was when you got super detailed. There's so many lines in here. My eyes hurt and my hands hurt, and I went through so many microns, but it looks like a really cool gem. So yeah, I thought that it was fun. That was funky. Following this one, we got to do more shapes, and we gotta fill the shapes in. And so this was a mixture of a white ink pen and then just plain India ink that I just filled in with it. It was fun. I'm saying all of it was fun, but it was fun because it's nice to be using materials that I normally haven't, or rarely used a lot. I have used ink before, but I got to use them a different way. But it's this this piece took a lot of just measuring and making sure it had clean lines and everything, and I was trying to play with the element of space here and there. This one, I really like this one. I definitely would clean it up. There's definitely pieces I would clean it up, and maybe I'll sell it. Maybe I'll sell it. So this one's another one that I made for my surface class. We had to make a wood panel, and from the wood panel we had to paint a design. And this was the focus on color theory, and so I wanted to focus on more warm tones, and then as a contrast I threw in the cool blue. No, I wouldn't say cool blue, but I threw in the blue as a contrast in a way. So it was fun, and I was trying to also again play with the element of space as well. So this one, I made t-shirts that have these stereotypical sayings that people have said to me because I'm Asian. I put them on a t-shirt as playing with this idea of like it's up front and like you have it on a t-shirt, and most times t-shirts say something funny or witty. This is just kind of like, why would you have it on a t-shirt? And I think with t-shirts it's just this everyday thing, and these are things that I've come across through my day-to-day. And I'm wearing, it's a really bad photo of me, I'm wearing a t-shirt that says, "Hello, my name is not Lucy Liu," because I come across times where like random people would be like, "Oh, hi Lucy Liu," just because I'm Asian, and I was like, no. So I created a piece about it, and a lot of the works that I made in my time class had to do with identity, which is like kind of funny. So yeah, I just kind of continued that pattern. And then lastly, this might be actually my favorite piece. It was my final piece that I did for my surface class. We had to do a self-portrait, and so we had to incorporate painting as well. So this is in painting, and then I tied in embroidery into it, which was really fun. And this one's my favorite piece because it turned out so much better than I ever expected, because I was really I got really intimidated throughout the process of the painting and making sure everything looked clean and all that. And at the end, when we had crit, just like the response I got from it just made me feel so much more happy. And yeah, so those were some of the pieces that I made my freshman year of art school. These are definitely not all of them. I made so much work, but that would make this video 10 times longer than it probably already is. And so yeah, if you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up, and give me a little subscribe. And if you want more videos, more art videos, or if you have any questions about VCU or art school in general, leave a comment, message me, and I will respond. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!